Head over to Patreon and become a VIP member today. Oh boy, it's a Shotcast Saturday for you guys and a late night for us. We had a huge main show this week.
Oh yeah, we went like 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
It was jam packed. So if you haven't checked that out, right after you check this out, of course, because we did tease a certain song that we will be reviewing in this episode, in that very episode as well.
Yeah,
So
we just decided to do it. It was one of those things. We're over here, we're combing through the wheel. We're like, what song? Because we don't spin for Shotcast. We usually pick these out, and we couldn't really decide which one we wanted to do. So we just said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do the one that we teased. So here we are.
Here we are. Intro, maybe.
Maybe
not. Will it?
Should we do the intro? What is an intro? But an opening to a podcast.
Right.
Should
every philosopher ever.
Should one play an intro at every show? Should
Why
one?
Not? We do have one for this show.
Maybe not play an intro. To be or not to be, I guess that is the question. Where it is nobler in the mind.
It's a very short one, yeah, for Shotcast. It's no big. Shakespeare, what the fuck's going on?
You know, I'm gonna quote an entire book right now. Call me Ishmael.
Guns and radio.
For the record, the only reason I know that Moby Dick opens with "Call Me Ishmael" is because it was a Jeopardy question one day, and it was one of those days where, like, of course, like if you're going to watch Jeopardy, it's always that situation where it comes on after the thing you want to watch, but you sat down and the remote's too far away to get up and go get it.
And you're like, oh, I'm kind of interested. They have some interesting categories, but they're not picking that category I want to actually try and answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you. But yeah, anyways. Here's Axl Rose by SR-71.
Where did you go, Axl
Rose? Does that sound familiar?
Oh, I would hope so. I mean, that's Slash's old guitar practice technique he had 40 years ago. It was turned into, their only #1 song.
Yeah, if you don't know that riff, bro, and you're here, well, welcome. Hopefully you're listening live. Yeah. You know what this really sounds like, though, so far? And I don't know if you said it or not, but to me, this really sounds like, oh, fuck, we just talked Bowling for Soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So SR-71 were the guys. For those who don't know, they wrote the original version of 1985.
Oh yeah,
but then Bowling for Soup, I guess, took that and made some rewrites to it, whatever, and made it their own song, and that became like a huge
hit
in the 2000s.
Between while I was on the shitter, between tapings, I saw a thing where the guy from Bowling for Soup actually explained they wrote it together.
Oh, okay.
And something happened. I don't remember exactly the course of events, but sometimes you write a song for another band, and they originally wrote it together, and then SR-71 did it.
They recorded their version.
Yeah, when Bowling for Soup did it, they changed a few things.
Yeah.
And put it out on their own. So.
Yeah, a few lyrics, you can notice a difference too. I mean, the Bowling for Soup made it a whole lot better. But also this is basically another version of 1985 kind of, but done way better by SR-71. So
oh, is it going to have that kind of sound to it? I haven't heard this in years. So
a little bit. I mean, lyrically, kind of, because they're both talking about, like people who are still stuck in a certain time period of their life, kind of in that vein. But I think this one's done way better.
This is okay. So Debbie just hit the wall. This is Debbie's husband.
Yeah. So this tells a story of two people who are basically both stuck in the 80s, and they sort of link up, and then by like the chord by the end, like the final verse.
Okay.
You know, they had, oh look, we're both the same. We love the 80s. So
Well, there we go.
Angel lives alone, East Baltimore. Makes you notice stapled to her front door. Bleach blonde hair, fishnet pantyhose. Got you wishes it was 15 years ago.
Okay, hang on. So for 15 years ago for me would be 2015. Yeah, I do wish it was 15 years ago.
2015. That's like 10 years
No,
ago.
that'd be 10. So yeah, it'd be 2010.
2010.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? I had a good time in 2010. That was some fun times were ahead. So I
Oh
you know, if
yeah.
I had to rewind my life, that'd be about where I'd stop.
Yeah. That was actually a pretty good year of high school, actually. Now that I think of
Memories.
it.
Here we are now, wallowing in our own nostalgia, just like
Yeah.
Angel here.
Just like me, who just listens to, 80s glam hair, cock rock metal
You
most of
weren't
the
even
time.
there.
I don't care. I'm always there. Shit's better than most of the stuff nowadays.
You were doing a lot of swimming back then.
Yes. That is for sure. Where do you think I got the swimmer's body from?
He's actually very muscular in real life, ladies. I don't know if you know this or not. I've seen this guy in real life. You don't look it on camera, but he's swole. So
There's a few veins around here.
yeah, I got one vein, but I can't show it to you.
Buying her a drink meant anything you wanted that night. Was alright. Through cocaine tears and 15 years, you know she sleeps alone tonight and screams. Whoa, where did you go? Axl Rose. Whoa, where did you go? Oh, Axl.
See, this is what I would be interested in asking Axel about if we ever interviewed him. None of the shit everybody asks him. None of the shit he's going to get mad and want to jump over the table and beat me up for
Yeah.
asking. I'm going to ask him about this in particular. And
From the years between 1994 and 2001, where did you go? Because it sure as hell wasn't the studio.
when did this come out?
This is a weird story about this album. This is the final album from SR-71. It was originally released only in Japan in 2004.
Okay.
It was available, but you could buy it through through the band's website as a Japanese import. But then in November of 2010, it was finally released in the United States about 6.5 years after it was released in Japan,
That's interesting.
which is crazy. So now there's a North American version that you find like on streaming services, iTunes, and all that stuff. And then there's the original Japanese version.
I did not know that. So I guess that's why it didn't get very big.
Yeah, not really. But this was actually the song Axl Rose was released as a CD single, and you could buy that on their website as well.
Didn't
For a
somebody
time.
else have an album called Axl Rose?
Not that I know of. The only thing I could think of was Dexter Holland from The Offspring was going to steal Chinese Democracy, the album title.
I heard that.
Yeah, he's like,
And he
Axl
got
stole my
sued.
dreadlocks. I'm stealing the album name.
I heard about that. I swear there's a album titled Axl Rose. Yes, the band, the American punk band Against Me, released an album titled Reinventing Axl Rose.
Ah.
Yeah. And it's actually a pretty cool album cover if you go check that out and make a cool Axl tattoo. So
Oh, I will definitely check that out. I mean,
looks like it'd be
I-
easy to do and you wouldn't have to do a lot of, because those portraits can turn out horrible. And everybody gets lucky with their portraits like I did.
yeah. I mean, that is speaking of that album title, that's a pretty clever way to include, oral sex in your album name. Because, as we switch the words of Axl Rose around, it's oral sex. It's like, the story of Van Halen wanting to name an album Fuck, but then they used an acronym for unlawful carnal knowledge. So they still kind of got away with it. So it is the Fuck album.
Well, we're in the middle of a song review, so I can't play Cunnilingus Kung Fu right now for you guys. Should we release that? I don't know.
Maybe.
Does
We'll
anybody
see.
even want it?
Except me.
Oh, you've got it. I sent it to
I
you.
do.
Didn't
I do have it. Yeah.
I? Okay. Well, good. We got to make that music video happen
One of these days.
someday. Yeah. Get you a ninja suit.
It's probably a morph suit. That'll work.
You're supposed to be in Toronto, but you're jumping around in Jeff City.
Totally. It's my face. What are you talking about?
Ricky lives alone, mother's basement. 37, got nothing yet to show for it.
Okay, if you're 37 and living in your mother's basement, I got no sympathy here.
Yeah. You'll
Not
get my
unless-
simpy.
Not unless now, if it's a constant. Now, if something happened, a computer took your job, whatever. Sometimes shit happens, but if you never left in the first place, it's kind of hard to get booty when you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Mom asked me one time why I wanted to buy a house. Why you want to buy a house? You got a nice apartment. And I told her because you can't fuck a woman in a cardboard box. And if you could, I wouldn't buy a house.
Oh my god. I mean, you ain't wrong, but like, goddamn, son. Goddamn digger dog, son.
Heavy metal man with his long hair. The top's gone, but he's still rocking the ponytail.
Paul Heyman. I know.
Just the one.
I know a few guys like this. Listen, we gotta have a moment. Sit down, kids. Gather around. Listen to Uncle Dustin for a minute. We gotta have a serious talk. If you're bald and you have a ponytail, you're not cool. Let it go, man.
Oh,
you will look
God.
so much cooler if you cut it off and you just embrace it.
Yeah, you
and
look like
stop
that.
fighting it.
You're gonna look like that douchebag from Tiger King, the other guy.
Yeah.
Bag of whatever Antle over there.
And don't
With
think
that
you're
piece
being.
of shit.
And if you've got a ponytail and you're always wearing a cap, we all just assume you're bald under there. You
Or
don't
you
look
just
cool.
yeah, you're gonna look like who's the professor's rival in Futurama? The other guy, Farnsworth. What? Not Farnsworth. Oh, Wurstrom.
Shave it off and grow a beard. Like, do yourself a favor, man.
Oh yeah, I've seen like these old people like there's no hair like here, whatever. It just goes like
the horseshoe.
Like it's only hair going down here, and it's like, what the fuck? Why?
Why you still okay? It's not a mullet anymore when there's no
When there's
business.
there's like nothing here up until about about halfway.
A mullet is business in the
there.
front, party in the back. Okay, if the business in the front has shut down,
Yeah.
then it's not a mullet anymore.
Now you're 65. The party is over, Grandpa. Retire that, and then just embrace the baldness at that point.
And then you know what? When you shave your head and grow the beard, watch the ladies all just come back.
Oh yeah, dude. The foxes love a nice chrome dome. Get a real shiner on there.
Yeah. Yeah, keep that shit clean. I loved having a bald head. I wore a bald head for about a year, and then Donald Trump came along, and I was like, I had thought those days were over. I was mistaken. So I couldn't talk like this and have a bald head at that point. Anyway.
Now is post-grunge apathy. He says the vines and the white stripes just don't get it from me. And my friends take me back then.
I do want to say something, though, about that line. Why are you hating on the white stripes, man?
Yeah, also, the vines and white stripes are not post-grunge. Those are like examples of that weird garage rock revival that happened in the mid-2000s. They're not post-grunge. You could have named like Stained or like I don't know, fucking the worst band ever, Buckcherry.
You just don't like Buckcherry.
Oh, fuck Buckcherry. They only have one. They don't even have a song. I mean, Crazy Bitch is a stupid song.
I don't like Crazy Bitch, but they got a song about a stripper. What's it called? Bad Girlfriend? No, wait, that's...
Oh, isn't that like 99% of their songs?
No, that's Theory of a Dead Man.
Oh, they suck just as much.
I don't know. I didn't hate Buck Cherry. I mean, I got laid to Buck Cherry an awful lot back in the
Y'all
buck.
cries a bitch, watch your fox, gonna make me sick. Yeah, hearing that line made me sick.
I will say that one's not good.
Yeah.
But of that era, Saving Abel's really good.
Mhm.
So
There's a couple that are like okay. I mean, shit. There's a lot of slop and like kind of makes Nickelback semi-tolerable to an extent. Like really, like fuck.
Where did you go? Axl Rose.
I just want to point out the guitar right here that's
Yeah.
coming through in the mix.
Mhm.
Sounds awesome.
Oh, this is very guitar heavy stuff. I mean, we get that Sweet Child of Mine riff back in
Well,
here.
yeah, I mean, you're not going to have a song about 80s hair metal and not have any guitar shit in it. So.
Mhm.
Where did you go?
Oh, it is just the Sweet Child riff over and over again, kind of modified in a slightly different key.
A little bit, and then by the end, there is another GNR kind of shout out they do. Like the ending is similar to another one of their songs.
Okay.
One night at karaoke, Ricky was kicking out Bon Jovi.
Takes balls.
Hell yeah.
Dead or alive, I think it was. And right then, Angel fell in love. She knew they'd be together.
In his mom's basement forever.
Free rent forever.
Hey, actually, that sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You know what? I'd have to see the basement before I judge.
Yeah. I need to do
Mom
a,
might
like
be
a,
rich.
a 27-point inspection. You know?
It's one of those things where it's like Oprah's guest house down there. Then okay, yeah, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Stuck in the past forever. Stuck in the 80s. She don't count. She's stuck in the 80s. They don't count. Stuck in the 80s. We don't count. Stuck in the 80s.
What's that riff from? I've heard that somewhere before.
Yeah, something like that. But also, I was gonna say, is it me or I've been trying to figure this out forever. Like the whoever sings on that bridge sounds a lot like Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy, and I've always thought it was, but I can never find any concrete evidence that Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy makes a random singing cameo on this.
Oh man, if you know, let us know.
Yeah, because it's probably like probably still the lead singer here, Mitch Allen, or maybe someone on backup vocals doing it.
Yeah.
Like it really sounds like the lead singer of Fall Out Boy. That bridge, they don't care, they're stuck in the 80s. And even you'll hear in the outro as well, like that background vocals sounds very similar.
What's going to happen with that riff? I'm trying to figure out where it's from. We're going to end the show. I'm going to remember, and then I'm going to forget, and we'll never talk about it.
And you're like,
if you
yeah,
know,
totally. And then I'm like, I forgot to write it down.
Get in that comment section if you know the answer.
Please do.
Whoa, where did you go? Where did you go? Axl. Whoa, where did you go?
Nice key change there. I will give them that.
Hell
That was
yeah.
good.
That's a good key change.
Stomping the gas before we go home.
Axl Rose. Whoa, where did you go? Where did you go? Where did
Now that you've said that, I hear it.
Yeah. See?
you go? Where did you go? Oh, Axl.
Oh.
Brownstone outro. They just didn't do the Yowza, but that is the Brownstone outro.
That would be cool if he threw in a Yowza. Maybe they do
Yeah.
that live or did.
Maybe, yeah. Used to.
Yeah. Anyway, there we go. Axl Rose by SR-71
SR-71, man.
is in the rear view. I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing, but it brought this up. So I thought we needed to remind you YMCA is a gay anthem.
Yes. come at us. The last remaining original member of the Village People, sue me. I
We
dare
are
you.
allies. At least I am. I mean, I hate.
Well, I mean, it clearly is a gay anthem. Just stop denying it, bro. It's literally about going to, you know, a YMCA and doing, what George Michael did in a Central Park bathroom in the mid-90s.
Yeah, or what David Bowie and Mick Jagger did dancing in the street.
Oh, yeah, some really weird frolicking. It would have been better if that video was set in a, like, field of flowers, Imagine the intro to Sound of Music, but it's just David Bowie and Mick Jagger dancing really, really, I guess, gayish in a way.
Gayish.
Gayish.
Not gay, it's gayish.
It's gayish, like, oh, yes. We're dancing in the street.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Sorry, my Yoko Ono alarm went off. All right.
Oh my God. Yeah, the Yoko Ono singing Paradise City is fucking hilarious.
Oh, God. Well, what did you think about Axl Rose by SR-71?
Dude, 5 out of 5 for me. This is way better than their own version of 1985. This does, I think, attempts the same, I guess, concept and story, but does on a way better level. It's about these, two people who are both just stuck in the 80s. They find each other and they just don't give a shit about anything. They're like, yeah, hair metal for life. And I respect that. And this is a pretty kick-ass song. I like the cheeky little references to actual GNR song, hearing the little Sweet Child of Mine riff interpolated. I did like the callback to Brownstone at the end, which was really cool. And it was very, I guess, emblematic of the time, with the references and stuff they're throwing in there. The song was originally released in 2004. So there was some, very apropos references. I think it was a much better version of 1985, So it's 5 out of 5 for me. I love this song.
Yeah, I loved it too, man. And I've heard this before. It's been years since I broke it out and listened to it, but yeah, I actually paid for this back when iTunes was a thing. So I paid my 99 cents to own this at one point, and I love it. I think it's great. Like I said, I ain't listened to it in a long time, so I didn't remember most of it. I'd even forgot the Brownstone reference at the end. So yeah, I mean, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give it a 5 out of 5 also.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. Perfect 10. And you know what that meant? Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
So you know what that means? When it's a perfect 10, we gotta. Are we gonna? I wish we had a drum roll. Are we gonna give it a? What's this one?
That's like a boom.
Yeah. There we go. 10. 10. So are we going to give it a golden star?
I would highly consider giving it a golden star.
Well, you got a thumbs up or thumbs down?
I say up.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it too.
Fuck yeah, man.
All right. Golden star. Wait, that deserves a.
And yes, that too.
Yeah. So, I mean, we don't give many of those out. We don't even
This is
keep
a
track.
kick-ass song, man. It's worth it.
Yeah. So, recommend going checking out the original. SR-71 needs to come back, man.
I wish. I just don't think that's gonna happen though.
Why did they break up? Do you know?
Let me see why. I'm sorry. I'm gonna like the Wikipedia and stuff too.
Did they have an Oasis moment?
No, I think they were kind of like, I think they were dropped from their label.
Oh, hey, then you probably own your music now, so
Yeah. Oh, they did have one of their songs be a WWE theme song for No Way Out 2004.
Oh, what song was that?
It was called the song "Goodbye." It was used by WWE as a theme song for the 2004 edition of No Way Out.
Okay. Now I know that probably everybody knows it, but right now is probably my favorite SR-7, which is probably their biggest hit.
That's the one I think everyone knows.
Wasn't that in a movie?
I think so. Probably in like a Disney movie or something. Let's see him.
A Disney movie? I don't think it's in a Disney movie. So I'm getting like an American Pie vibe. Like when I think about it, it sounds like something that would have been on the American Pie soundtrack.
Let's see. This song is featured on the soundtracks to the 2000 film Loser and the 2001 video games Splashdown, and some MTV Sports BMX game. It was also featured in Major League Baseball 2K9, literally 9 years after the song came out.
Well,
It was used in the films She Gets What She Wants, Dude, Where's My Car?
that's probably where I
And in
knew
the
it.
trailers for Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle and Old School.
Okay, so I Harold and Kumar was one of my favorite movies, so I probably heard it in the trailer first, and then went and was like, "Where?" Because we didn't have Siri or Shazam yet,
Mhm.
so I probably eventually found it that way. What did you think, guys, of the song Axl Rose by SR-71? Let us know in the comment section below. If you're watching on YouTube, for everybody else, head over to gunsandradio.com. Get your free, we reiterate, free invite into our Discord and join our little silly ass community where you never know what weird people are going to show up and get kicked by the sheriff. We have a sheriff. We have one mod, and he did not want to be
Yes.
the mod. So I made him the mod. And he's embraced it now. He does a very good job, but the fact that he doesn't want the power makes him the perfect person to have the power. So no neck beards just kicking people for dumb shit in our fucking Discord. So come
Hell
on
yeah.
over. The water is fine. And next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday on the show, I didn't write it down. We got another fucking Izzy song to review.
Yeah, so we'll be reviewing Here Before You by Izzy Stradlin from his very first solo album, not a Juju Hounds album, his first solo album, 117 Degrees.
All right. So that's coming up. We've been doing an awful lot of Izzy.
A lot of Izzy shizney. This is like the 5th week in a row we've been doing this, man. We're going into February doing some Izzy, so
You never know. These wheel spins are random.
they are.
Like we spin them randomly. I animate like 50 of. I have like 50 of them sitting in a folder right now, and
For
we
real.
can't see what the name of the song is when we're pulling it, and we can't tell from the thumbnail. It's just a
Mhm.
fucking number. We pick a random number before the show, and we throw that up. That's our sauce.
The secret sauce, baby.
That's all there is to it. We literally don't know. So sometimes this shit happens. You get a bunch of the same shit back to back, and
Mhm.
I think that's part of what makes it fun for me. So
Oh, absolutely.
I love not knowing, but
It's the variety is the spice of life, as they say.
that's right. And we haven't been getting a lot of spice lately, but hopefully we get good songs
Oh
anyway.
yeah.
We
Had a
sure
couple of
did. That
good
was a good
Izzy
song.
songs. Yeah.
The one we reviewed.
Highway 49, the live cut from the Juju Hounds.
Yeah. So go check that out when you get a chance, fellas. And we do thank you guys for being here. And we'll see you Tuesday. And until then, I'm Dustin Bones.
And I'm Chris Caputo. Have yourselves a great weekend. Happy Royal Rumble weekend to all our wrestling fans out there, too. And we'll see you guys live once again. It's coming Tuesday.